Currently have an offer from several Vault 10 firms with strong corporate groups. Great. More volume and bigger deals in my current. I'd be making about $40,000 to $50,000 more than where I'm at now. Wow. I'm a first year associate, 9 months into practice, but the deal volume in my current is very slow and I feel like I'm stagnating my skill set. A couple of the firms I received offers from recommended I class back to ease of transition and being fairly compared against the fresh lawyers as opposed to first years that used to face the firm. These firms have a strong presence in the major market I'm in, by the way. This class back means no bonus. Is it worth it? What are some pros and cons? Okay, so what are the odds of you making partner or them making partner of people that join them anyway? It's probably pretty rare for them to make partners in their corporate practice group anyway. And when's the last time they did that? It's not. So they're saying being fairly compared, which is one possibility. But the odds are pretty good that even if you do go back a class year, you're going to be doing the same work that you would be doing with 1 year of experience. So I don't buy that argument too much. It's possible that you wouldn't have the experience and maybe you're better off, but it seems to me like they're just trying to save money. I don't know. That could be wrong, and I don't know the exact situation. But I would say if you have several offers that you're very marketable and you're in good shape as a corporate attorney, I think the more sophisticated work you can get, you're much better off. And working with better attorneys, you're going to pick up better skill sets and working on bigger deals. You're going to learn to go into more depth and become a much better attorney and have a lot better future probably as a corporate attorney than you would where you're at. So I think moving is a good idea based on what you're saying. I also think that these firms are recommending if you to be fairly compared. I just don't think that's accurate. I think if you work hard, you'll be fine. I don't know how far back what the bonus is. I don't know what the pros are. The pros are, I guess, that you will be compared against other first years and given a first year work, which may be easier, but it's also going to be more busy work. If you don't feel like after 9 months you can catch up to other attorneys with 9 months experience, I don't know. I would be careful. But the only thing that I would say is if you have several offers from several of these big firms, then I probably would recommend that you go to work with the very best firm you get an offer. And that would be the most important thing. And if they do set you back a class year, that's fine. Going from a small mid-sized firm to one of the top names in the legal profession is probably a good idea. The other thing I would say is because the corporate market is very good right now, working in the biggest market possible for corporate would be smart. So working, for example, in New York City, is probably the center of where the best work is. If you're not in New York or working in the biggest firm you possibly could, like in Chicago or whatever market you're in. And so not maybe just staying with your market. So if you're like in a mid-sized market, which might be like Philadelphia, I would probably, because of the way the market is, try to get into the biggest market you can because you're going to get better experience. That would be my advice, but it's up to you. If it's a huge firm, no one's going to remember that you negotiated and said, I want to be going this a second year as opposed to a first year. This is just them probably trying to say, I don't think when's the last time a law firm was looking out for your goodwill and wanted to make sure that you're going to be fairly compared against other people to make partner in 10 or 12 years, maybe, but I don't know.